TSN.
Well, she's been pretty solid on the pocket. She's 3 for 4. It's just about getting some breaks. Chop off in the second, right corner in the third. Got to get back to the side of the head.
There's one. Boy, that was a bit of a break. That 3-pin just sort of backing in, you know, bottoms up and right into it to get the strike.
Thin on the right-hand side, going away with the backup. She got the 3-pin, the left 3-pin took out that left corner pin. Come back.
Never did.
Wide left.
Always nice to see family who travel with the bowlers, and Tracy's mom, Yvette Boyer, is here, and we welcome her to Frank Sisson's Silver Dollar Bowl and Casino.
Wow, that's 2 misses on the head pin for Tracy, and both times she's opened. Missed it right, missed it left. Both on lane 33, the left-hand lane here at Silver Dollar.
Come on. That's curious, huh?
Well, that's 2 in a row. She's left 10 pins on the lane in those 2 misses in the 4th and 6th frames now. Talk about openings. Openings don't always come just from the head pin miss. They come from not picking up all your wood on the...
And it does leave you talking to yourself as Tracy tries to figure out what's going on. Chris Monchak.
A little more break on the ball that time. Solid in the pocket. Replay. Pretty upright at the foul line, but she's got great extension. Gets the ball out on the lane, lets it react. You can see how much movement that had. It drove the 3-pin into the channel and right around that left corner.
And she manages to get the spare. In fact, you hear some, well, there are some who get so low that the ball out of their hand barely makes a sound. With that upright delivery, you know when she's throwing it because it's landing, and you can hear it land.
And there can be the possibility, depend on how high the trajectory is, that you actually take some of the rotation off the bowling ball when it lands. So there's always that danger.
Tough.
Again, as long as you're consistent with speed and location, you'll be fine. Tough break on that one for Chris. Thick in the pocket, leaves that split. She'll go left side, try and pick up the 3-2.
Can you squeeze this over, or she goes to the outside? No, it wouldn't come back for her.
It's possible. A little tougher for Chris on that shot with the curve. If you threw a backup, you might be able to sneak the 3-pin over. She'll be happy to get out of this frame and pick up 15.
No, boy, you just know that when they turn around. So an open here in the 7th with a 179. And a chance now for Tracy Anseth.
7th frame, needs a strike. Force a little bit, maybe. You know, she knows where she is in the match. She was down 50 pins. Had to have a strike to get back into this. High backswing that she gets down low at the foul line. Very smooth, nice follow through. Watch the reaction we get here, right on the nose. Drove the head pin straight back. Boy, in a match like this that's still tight, Tracy's really going to be shaking her head over leaving this many pins
No, you
on
can't
the
afford
pin
it,
deck.
can you?
Wow. 8 more. That's 18 pins she's left on the pin deck in 3 frames. Could be the difference in this match.
Tried to overpower it. And as we've seen, you don't have to do that. I mean, think back to what Brenda Walters did last week. Brenda's strikes actually came when she didn't overpower the rack. She just let it happen. You know, the ball would just roll over, go from left to right, and just take out the pins, and there wasn't a big fuss or ado about it.
It's not about speed or strength. It's all about location and how much rotation you have on the bowling ball.
Very much in control now, Chris Monchak.
8th frame with a chance to really put a final on this one. That ball broke way away from the head pin that time.
You can see her going right over and picking up the towel and, you know, wiping off excess oil?
It's happening. There's a lot of oil on the front end of the lanes, and it actually stays on the surface of the bowling ball, so that can affect their grip. It can affect the way the ball actually rolls.
Oh, good break, boy.
She did get a big break. She asked to hold it. She wanted the ball to stop rolling because she knew she was going to be tight on it. Good extension and follow through.
She wasn't very far away, it seems to me, of just punching that straight through.
Not very far away at all. The 3 pin just about went straight in front of the corner pin as well. Oh yeah. That time the ball turned over. She was actually in the left-hand pocket. See a little bit of movement with her slide foot there. It's like she's not 100% stable at the foul line, but she's got such great release.
And you don't know why. Well, you do say, look, maybe it is due to the elbow. You start thinking about things like that, but and you know, it happens to all athletes, no matter what the experience. We don't know what also gets in the head.
Absolutely not. And, you know, we look at the way Tracy started. Great ball in the first frame, gets a strike, throws a pretty decent ball and a chop off. Another pretty decent ball and leaves a right corner pin. Now you start to press a little bit. It's like it's not 100% perfect, so I'm going to make an adjustment. I'll change something. And if Tracy did, it hasn't really worked out this game. A little bit of a smile. No, she's just not quite there this game. A great shot that time, except for the fact she punched the 3 pin on the first ball.
Tracy Anseth, who has won more than $17,000 in TV money.
That ball center arrow, starts to break back into the pocket exactly where she wanted it. With that 3 pin gone though, you got to hit it really thin to slide the head pin all the way over.
Last year she made it to the quarterfinals of the Canadian Bowling Championship. This year just not playing very well, still able to smile about it, however. Yeah, the first woman to repeat as a Pins Game champion.
Very, very difficult to do.
Finishes with a 13 count and a 178, and that's well below her league average of 260. But what a return for this lady. Chris Monchak of Winnipeg. Been 9 years since we've seen her on TV with our coverage here on TSN.
Play this string out and get ready for the next match. This is all about now making good shots, maybe making little minor adjustments. Make sure you get it to the pocket and you get it on the side of the head pin.
I'm going to go back into what we talked about when we opened our show, is the consistency. And there certainly is a more consistent scorecard for Chris Monchak.
She's been solid on the middle, and she's made her spares. That one was really wide.
Still manages to bowl at 264. Congratulations to Chris Monchak. And we welcome her back to TSN. She will advance. And now awaits the winner of Renee Leframbois and Tammy Herman.